Hey nerds, what's up? Today we are talking about how I got into reading. How did you get into reading? That's not exactly a question I can answer. Everyone seems to have a story, but mine is simple. Reading has always been there for me. Literally, I was named after a heroine in a book my mom was reading when she was pregnant. Stories before bed were a nightly experience. My favorite picture I have of my grandpa from before he passed away is of him reading me a bedtime story. That's literally all that happened. I never got into reading. I didn't start reading because of a particular book. I just always have been reading. Since before I could read, my mom was reading to me, and then eventually I just took over that process. I was born a reader. My mother saw to that. And it just never stopped. In elementary school, I switched schools every single year until 4th grade. And the first thing I did was find the girl or the boy who was also reading a book before the class started in the morning. And that's who I became friends with. Books were recognizable, and so when I didn't find that person who liked to read, I would just enjoy the library because my school happened to have a good one every single year, and it was my favorite place to be. But books were a way to make friends, not the reason I didn't have any. So again, they were just always part of my life. I loved Judy Blume, but I didn't so much like the Animorphs, so it was also a way for me to judge the character of these people that I was meeting every year without actually getting to know them. Maybe looking back that wasn't the greatest idea, but it was how I did it then. So once I got into the elementary school that I stayed in for a longer period of time, I was in the GATE program, which meant that every single year I had the same exact group of kids in my class. We didn't ever have to re-meet every year, so from 3rd through 5th grade I had the same exact 20 people in my classroom, and a regular occurrence at recess was either a game of Foursquare with the entire class or a game of kickball with the entire class, and my friends in the classroom just knew that I didn't really like to play, so I sat on the bench to hang out with my friends, but I was the one with the book in my hand and refused to play, and it was just more fun that way. My mother actually found Harry Potter before me and was the one who introduced me to the series that now is the most influential series in my life. So in 4th grade, when she introduced it to me, reading chapters before bed together was our favorite thing. We would take turns on who got to read the narration and the dialogue. And then Twilight happened in middle school, and I found my people, and we would go to book releases every midnight. We would go to movie releases for both Harry Potter and Twilight, and it was just this like great big group of people. Not big, it was a few people, but like we were just weirdos together, and it was fantastic. Even in high school I read, and by that time James Patterson's books became my thing. They were just everywhere and constant. Maximum Ride, I was into it. And here I am, a college undergrad, about to be a graduate. What? Obsessed with books, booktube, and the YA genre. Being a reader is part of me. It always has been, and it always will be, and I am so very grateful for it. And that's how I got into reading. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure to comment down below how you got into reading. Do you have a story like mine where it's just always been a part of your life? Or did something happen where just reading became a part of your life? Where did it start for you? And make sure to follow me on all my social media sites. I use Snapchat and Twitter the most, and I will see you guys very soon with a new video. Bye!